5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, and here we go again.
Yes, back for the 2017 M&S baseball season, and listen, the year flew by. Last we spoke to you guys was the award ceremony show, and this is usually our highest rated show because we talk about all the new rookies.
Yeah, and there's a whole lot of them this year. A lot of new faces.
Exciting talent.
Very exciting. A lot of good talent. We always say it, you'll see.
You know, and a lot of times, some of them, they don't show as much as we say, but we did a lot of advanced scouting into literally the leagues across all northern New Jersey, and there are players that no one in the community has seen before. Very seldom, few have been seen.
Right.
But I'm telling you, a lot of these guys we're going to be talking about, we'll give you to the best of our knowledge, are actually stars, top 5 round players, and we'll go through one by one.
Now, obviously, the people that have to watch this show more than anyone are the
captains.
The captains.
Yeah, so a few returning captains that were captains in the past. Obviously, we have Norwood, who actually won the World Series last year, and Mike Solomon, who lost in the World Series last year as the #1 seeded team.
Right, those two guys duked it out. They both earned their way back by being captains.
And then we have some return captains. Actually, welcome back to Stephen Gindy.
Wow, yes. One of probably the best hitter, one of them in the whole community.
I choose Stephen up at bat if I need a hit with anyone, up against anybody.
Star shortstop, great to have you back.
Good captain as well.
Yeah, he's
so Stephen and also Michael, the real Saban Solomon.
Who was a World Series winner in this league with the King Solomon organization.
I also had a few other really good years where I think Legends of the Fall lost in the World Series.
That's right.
And
Speedbag, Scissorhands.
Yeah, Speedbag. He's really a captain forever in this league. Shows he really knows what he's doing when it comes to that stuff. And also Natan Safdie, surprisingly getting the nod again.
Yes, that was welcome back. We saw a lot of good things out of him last year. Brought his teams.
Young, exciting outfield talent that knows how to command control.
And he keeps maturing as a player and as a teammate year after year.
Right.
And he won a big playoff game last year, got to the semifinal. So welcome back, Natan.
And also a rookie captain here, Shimmy Cohen.
Looking very forward for Shimmy to be captain. This is his 5th year in the league.
Correct.
So he knows the league, loves the league, and very curious to see how he goes about his draft.
And Shimmy actually has a lot of his former teammates in other leagues playing in this league, so he actually wanted to be a captain.
He might have a little nod on that. He might have a little inside info.
He definitely has some inside track information on a lot of these guys we're going to talk about. And then finally, rookie captain, young player, up-and-coming star. I see him being a future MVP candidate in the league, is Joe Greenberg.
Unbelievable hitter. I'm playing with him Sunday mornings now, and he's electric.
Yeah, we're very high on Joe, and Joe's only getting better. How old is Joe now?
He's only, I think, 21,
22. He's a young guy, but he knows what he's doing.
And he's a great, great guy to have on the team. He cares.
Calming presence in the clubhouse.
Wears his heart on his sleeve, and he'll run through a wall. So
that's the captains this year.
Forward to
7 captains. A lot of other guys that mentioned they wanted to be a captain. We apologize. There's always next year.
Only 7 spots. Not everybody can get there.
Right, and it's calculated. A lot of people really earn their stripes and ask us a lot over the course of the year. And these are the 7 that we're going with.
Now, this is not the draft order. That we have not yet to do. That's going to be a different show.
Correct. Now, there's about 20 rookies, more or less, that we're going to go through really quickly, give a small scouting report on the rookies. Out of these 20, like I said before, I think over half of them are star quality. Like they really could be game changers, draft changers.
Buyer's remorse here.
Buyer's beware.
Buyer's beware. Sorry, not buyer's remorse. Right. We did our scouting, and some guys might exceed our
Right, to the best
report.
of our knowledge, we're going to talk about. We did make quite a few phone calls going into this, which is why this report took a little longer than usual. We wanted to make sure we had our T's crossed and lowercase i's dotted.
That's right.
And either way, so we're going to go through in no particular order, to the best of our knowledge, a small little snippet on each player.
Okay, welcome back also. They're not rookies, but it's great to have Salim Levy back in the league.
Yeah, Salim took a few years off because I think he was giving his knees a rest.
Little knees a rest. He had to bring his kids to ice cream a few times.
Right.
And
his wife to the beach a few times.
Yes, very, very happy to have him back. He's always a great guy for the night.
And also young, also former star shortstop in the league. He actually won the batting title a few seasons ago. Took a year off because he was touring with his band in the summer. But either way, this year his schedule is cleared up as ABJ Franco.
Yes, welcome back, ABJ. Like you said, left side infielder who hits for average. So
he actually played for Natan, for Freddie Hittery, Left Sharks.
Yes, Left Sharks. And
2 years ago.
Great season that year.
Yeah.
Played great defensively too, if I recall.
He did. No, and he got much bigger, stronger, and better. That's what young guys do. Either way, in no particular order, we're going to go through one by one, and we're going to try to keep it concise and as informative as possible.
Number one,
First baseman. A lot of you guys saw him in the home run derby.
we actually made it to the third round.
Right.
Bernie Pindek.
Bernie Pindek has power. I've never really seen him extensively defensively at first base.
We've watched him in a tournament, 1 or 2 tournaments. Could hold down the position from what I see. Again,
Has pop. Okay,
has
he has
pop.
pop.
We know he has pop.
Big kid.
Now, does that always translate? No, but if he could hit some line drives with some pop.
I faced him in the tournament that we ran last summer, and he actually had a few really good at-bats, drove one over the left fielder's head one time.
So that's big.
He has the ability to be a good hitter.
Again, he is a first baseman. So
Right.
regarding drafting, note that he is a first baseman
Right.
for the most part.
And now, next player, another rookie, obviously, a name that very few of you know. He plays in Brooklyn for a few years. Really big, strong, strapping young guy
Heard he's
with
a
long
big
hair.
guy, right?
He's a
Big
big guy. Is Svi Valinsky.
Yeah, now I do know he wanted to play Sunday morning in Jersey this year. He was on my scouting reports to be drafted, and he was a little injured. He's back full force now. Very excited to play in this night.
He's built like a middle linebacker.
Yeah, he's
So
a very good guy.
actually-
I hear he has good hands. He's a second baseman.
I watched him hit also last year in the playoffs in
He's a
Brooklyn.
lefty?
He's not a lefty.
He's not a lefty,
And
okay.
he really could hit the ball hard. Again, rookie, young guy, athletic, can't be wrong.
That's
bad.
more Sammy's thing. I really never saw him.
And now-
third one.
So I'm very excited about this one.
Okay,
This guy over here is
Oh, me
played in the
too.
tournament. He plays left side of the infield, literally top quality. His name is Soli Torgerman.
Recently getting married.
Yeah, young
And he's
guy.
Very excited. He's 21 years old. He's in great shape right now.
Yeah,
Really put himself in great shape.
Listen, I watched him play numerous times. He actually was brought up in the minor league system that we ran
Right.
10, 15 years
Way-
ago for
way
the
back.
kids.
And he was good then.
Top 5 player then. I watched
He's,
him play recently. I'm very impressed.
First cousins with Soli Cohen, bona fide power hitter.
No,
in our
same
league
family
for years.
blood, same
Yes.
bloodlines. It's really
He actually looks like him a little bit.
I'm a big fan of Torgerman.
yes.
He might be my inside track pick for Rookie of the Year.
Okay, now he's I think would be suited perfect at third base, but he is athletic enough that if you have to,
third
he can play
base.
shortstop.
I wouldn't put him at short. Third base is
third
where
base
he
is where he
belongs.
belongs?
I
Okay.
watched him make some really good plays, and he could hit.
Now, next player is a player I played with in a tournament, not one of ours, a different tournament, South Jersey. Nachman Lewis Jakubowicz.
So this guy,
Jakubowicz, we're going to come up with something.
I'm going to go on Max's scouting report over here. He speaks the world of him. So Max, go ahead.
He's a major hockey player. He's a very strong hockey player, and I know that this hockey transition looks great for the softball players when they come into it. He's built like a truck. I've played third base. I saw him play third base, lights out third base, solid line drive hitter. He's not so young. He's not wet behind the ears. He's like 31 years old. So I don't see him having the lights or social media getting to his head that much.
So Nachman Lewis Jakubowicz, listen, you told me that. I also heard from someone else that he's actually a pretty good tennis player as well. So he's one of those athlete guys that you play with him in a tournament. You spoke the world of him after I spoke to you.
He really can play. I don't know where he's going to get drafted again. Again, you have to be careful. It's a rookie year, but he's a guy that I definitely would not sleep on.
And then next on the list, actually played with you in the YMSL 2 years ago.
Solid player.
I think he's a resident surgeon right now after finishing up all of his med school and stuff.
God bless you.
I know you love him as well. He comes together actually with his brother. When you draft his brother, everyone knows his brother. We're talking about Isaac Gamal.
Isaac Gamal, I've seen him play short center field, gold glove. He says he's a third baseman. I know he can do that as well. I've even seen him play shortstop.
So yeah, you got hurt one time and you played
Yes,
him
and
there.
he had to play, and he played great. He's a real defensive player.
Just want to add the caveat.
Solid hitter.
An asterisk that when you take his brother Albert, we're going to figure out the slotting
About a round or two later, you get Isaac Gamal.
Correct. Like 1 or 2 rounds later, we're going to do a few mock drafts to see where it belongs. But he comes with his brother Albert. That's a great package deal.
It's an unbelievable Albert. Also, it's welcome back. He's been in the league in the past.
True.
But Albert's probably going to play infield this year.
First base.
But he's a real number 3 hitter in a lineup, Albert, in any lineup.
Then there are a few players we're going to go through now. Not quickly, but give her a little scouting. There's a kid, Isaac M. Miz. His brother, Morris, actually won the first World Series as a starting pitcher in the first year of M&S history.
M&S, that's right.
So his brother supposedly built like a truck. catcher, asked to be a catcher, which is always a welcome thing for a rookie.
People love that.
And I heard a few good things from a few of his friends. Again, I'm not really 100% sure, but listen, he's young, 22 years old, 23
like
years old.
you mentioned, when you need a catcher, if you can get one who's willing to catch, that could help the managerial position so much more.
The next one that we're going to go through is not really a rookie. He's actually a veteran captain in other leagues, but he's a superstar center fielder.
First round pick.
First rounder is Joe Chira.
Joe Chira, MVP last year, Sunday morning YMSL league. And
he subbed for Jackie Towell.
Yes, he played
on the Tigers a few times.
Maybe once or twice, maybe even 3 times.
But never really was in the league as a player.
So welcome Joe to the league.
And just one thing, Joe Chira, again, another slotting thing. His friend Harry Hittery, who plays first base or catcher, later round type player, but I heard he actually could swing the bat well, will also slot that properly a little later.
He'll be in a late round. Not to affect the team. In fact, he could be a reason, he could be a good part of the team, Harry. Welcome to the league as well.
Another guy that we're going to mention now that's not really a rookie because he played in that year we were talking about literally about 9-10 years ago.
Shit, amazing.
Is Morris Michael, my good friend Mo Mike.
Mo Mike.
Mo Mike, a lot of you remember him. He used to come to the field in his pajama pants, but he used to mash taters, as he says.
On a couple of famous YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But
actually, the only Syrian person ever, or probably any fanboy, to ever kiss Katy Perry. That's a stat. Either way, so
he has real power.
And the kid could really hit.
And I know he's been hitting the cages. He's not just going to come to the field raw and not ready.
Built like a truck. He's in the. I'm telling you, I know him very well. Very athletic. I think first base, short center, but could hit.
And one thing I know, he was funny as can be on the ball field.
Yeah, no, Mo Mike is one of my favorite people.
Oh, he's great.
Next, another rookie. Left fielder, maybe even could handle center field. His bat I'm not 100% sure about yet, but I know he has the ability.
I played with him in 1 or 2 games. It's Victor Abadi we're talking
Victor
about.
Abadi.
Again, what comes with Victor Abadi is maybe a trip to Circa after the game.
Yeah, his dad owns Circa.
In Lakewood, that's right. His dad's the best. But Victor, unbelievable fielder. He's locked down in the outfield.
I would compare him to like a Ruby Sackett type.
Okay, maybe Ruby Sackett,
maybe a little better.
Maybe a DC that we used to have in
DC, right. So I remember DC, that type of player, holds down left field.
Really fast. I've seen
I think he pokes the ball, though. I don't think
Sammy and I have umpired or refereed football tournaments that he plays in.
He's dynamite.
He's unbelievable. That has speed beyond.
No, he cuts on a dime.
Yeah, but offensively, we'll find out. Again, if he's going to be good offensively, he's going to be using his legs, hitting the ball on the ground.
The next few players, I'm actually going to couple them together. They come from the same league. They have one-word names like Madonna and Prince. This guy's name is Kramer.
So we'll find out maybe after the 5th season what his first name is.
Maybe. It's not Cosmo, though.
It's not Cosmo.
So Kramer, this kid, you saw him, I saw him. He really is. He's a lefty.
He's a lefty. Yeah. He has speed. I've seen him play center field in a game I played down south in Lakewood. I think he's very cozy in right field or left field.
So he did win the All-Star MVP in the Brick Township League with the Cops.
Oh, okay, very cool.
So Kramer actually has that under his belt. He's a good player.
Great kid, very
not so young.
No, he's like 26, 27. Yeah. I met him, and he was very friendly right away. Very excited to have him in the league. Line drive, lefty hitter, goes all fields.
And then the next kid also played in that league. He actually could play a pretty good center field.
Yeah,
left field for sure, but center field, his name is Abramson.
Yes, Abramson. He also played in our tournament that we had last year. Very strong kid.
You know what it is? He's also one of those multi-sport athletes.
Correct.
Abramson was a highly regarded ice hockey player, but I know in softball, which from what we saw him, this guy could play the game.
Quiet kid, not loud at all from what I see.
Got a lot of pop.
He has some pop. He's a very strong guy. I'd be very comfortable in left field or right field. And he says he can hold down center, but I don't know if that's something.
I saw him play center, so that's good. The next 2 players, more or less kind of the same type of guys. One of them is Lou Haber. That's Maurice's son.
Maurice and Jackie.
Lou matured as a really good left fielder. You definitely could throw him in right. I know for a fact that he can handle it with the best of them.
He's a Haber. He has the...
He got the Haber ooh in him.
Yes,
and then also this guy, Shlomo Solomon Safdie. His dad was a big soccer player in Colombia. I watched this kid play over here in Brooklyn a few times. Very, very speedy kid, quiet, anav, humble kid, but he has a lot of ability. Next guy,
we have to say welcome to the league.
Welcome, because listen, we gave him a hard time getting into the league for no apparent reason.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not even so sorry, but He could blame our good friend Mo Miz for keeping him out of the league.
Maybe.
But
Halfon Safdie, welcome.
they call him Hal Safdie. He's actually cousins with. He's a cousin with the Safdies.
Distant
The
cousins.
second cousins from
Now,
that
I
time,
know his
Bobby.
brothers. I used to play with his brothers who had a lot of pop. He's in great shape, Halfon. I've seen him in the gym. Hal. I've seen him in the gym, and he talks a big game. I haven't seen him on the field yet. He's very excited to play. He can't wait to shut me and my brother up.
100%, and
I hope he does.
He's sending us his training videos on these little clips on WhatsApp.
I'd rather do without the bikini shots, but
listen, we're going to excuse that because he actually looks like he knows what he's doing.
Okay.
So next one is actually his dad was one of the founding fathers of the pitchers in the community.
Yeah, a big softball startup.
He is he's got the blood, like we say. He's got the the bloodlines, and this kid could throw. A lot of you actually know him from the tournaments.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, he played in one of the bigger tournaments.
Right, and he did well. He's shown. And last year also is David Fallis.
David Fallis, welcome to the league. Also, not just a pitcher who can't hit; he can hit the ball.
No, I know he can hit the ball.
He's got some pop to right center
on the
field.
pitching ability. I can compare him to Tuna. I think it's a very good comparison.
I think it could be good. Now he's a rookie. Tuna's first year, Tuna was only 17 or 18. David
this kid's like 21.
Yeah, he has the advantage of being 21.
And he's got
22.
that moxie, and he's tall.
Yes, he's tall.
He's like 5'10" maybe.
Now, is he going to be the last pitcher taken in a draft? Maybe he is because of the unknown.
A lot of people that know him might take him a round or two earlier because they like him.
Okay.
He has that. He's got the moxie of a starting pitcher.
As a pitcher, you need to have that "I take no prisoners" attitude.
No, and he does.
It has to be "I don't care," and he does.
He gives no damns. And then after that, we have starting shortstop from one of the schools in Brooklyn over here. He's a really popular kid.
Yes, one of our advanced scouts, Richard Belding,
right.
Found this boy.
His name is Jacob Ayal. A lot of you guys know him. I know a lot of you are friends with him.
He was in Hillel for some time.
Yeah, and he was a star. And Jackie Eshko gave us a scouting report that he actually was a really good player on Hillel.
Yeah.
And he came into his own as more of a leader. He actually wears the C captain patch on his shirt in high school right now, where he just graduated.
He's a leader for that team. He's a very strong.
It's YMA, by the way. He's the YMA shortstop.
Very strong shortstop. He's a skinny, strong guy. Here, he's a great basketball player.
And he's got the attitude you want. He's a gamer.
He's got that winner. He's a gamer.
He'll run through walls for you. He's like one of those. And
you put him anywhere on the infield, I'm sure he'll be great.
And he's funny as hell. Also,
and I hear he could play a really strong shortstop.
And then another old hockey player coming off a labrum injury. That's why I'm going to say buyers beware. But I know he has the ability. Is Isaac Cabasso?
Okay, he's an athlete.
Yeah, we know all Cabassos are athletes.
He might be the best hockey player in the community.
Right, and I know he just gave me a warning before we did the show that he hurt his shoulder. He for sure can handle first. He for sure can handle second, but he's not going to be able to use his arm because in the past he used to play the left side of the infield.
Right.
But he definitely still. His swinging ability is not affected by his shoulder.
He's gone to the cages. He feels great. Very excited.
He said he really wanted to play YMSL this year, but whatever. A few of his scheduling conflicts, and this is what he's dying to play.
He's very inside. So the infield is for him, and it's short center, second base.
We mentioned earlier on in the show this kid Jakubowicz.
That's right. So
now he has a brother. Arguably, if not the same talent-wise, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. I know they're like right neck and neck.
It's a younger brother. He's not built exactly the same. From what I hear, his brother has a little bit more of a stocky build, but
and his name is Nathan Jakubowicz.
Nathan Noose.
Yeah,
Jakubowicz.
Whatever. His friends call him Noose. Whatever. And either way, I heard he's a strong ball player as well.
Very strong third baseman. Somebody I would depend on at third base.
Now here's a guy.
He said he could play left field as well, by the way. Nusi Jakubowicz.
So the next guy we're talking about, listen, Big Solly Shahebar has been pushing us behind the scenes, saying this guy could play tennis, he could do this, he could do that. He's a really good talent.
Isaac Norwood Dweck.
Norwood.
His assurance.
We don't really know him well as an athlete because we only saw him very few times.
I see him in a bowling league. He happens to be a great bowler.
But his name is Ezra Kassin.
Now he's an old rookie.
Right, so he's not really
39-year-old rookie.
He's not really qualified as a rookie, but he's a rookie.
It's welcome to the league. He's been trying to get into the league for quite some time.
We call him like an Ichiro type of rookie.
Right, okay. It didn't work out for him to get into the league for whatever reasons. His wife actually tried to push him into this league as well.
He's in. We're excited to have him.
He's in. Ezra, welcome to the league.
And then
can't wait to see you in the league. I'm excited because I know you're looking forward.
The final rookie we're talking about may as well be the best rookie, and he probably has a good head start on my being rookie of the year.
I think so. I think this name, Mr. Schoen.
Yeah. So listen, his name is Schoen.
The way I hear about him is I would equate him just in relation to our league and the other leagues. He's as closest as to David Farka.
Right, so
he's a lefty.
He's got a lot of pop, and he plays a really good outfield. He's got a good arm. Again, we watch him. I watch him a few times. The kid's got real,
he has a
raw
lot of
skill.
pop. I know a good friend of mine, Steven Safdie, played with him a few times and said this kid could really tear the.
No, the kid rakes. The kid rakes. So
really hit the ball.
That rounds up the rookies. That's about 20 rookies we gave you. Obviously, captains, please give us a call if you wanted more of advanced scouting. This is more surface.
If you want phone numbers and you want to grill them on your own,
email addresses, etc., no problem.
For the most part, this is the Rookie Report.
Right, and now the next time we're going to go on air is where we're actually going to. I'll do it privately or whatever, even with Max. We'll do actually the draft order. And then we're going to conduct the draft real soon.
And all the slotting that's going to be reserved.
That will be taken care of from the next week or so.
Yes, we'll explain to you.
And then we're going to have the post-draft show, and then we're ready to start the season.
Can't wait. Opening day right now is earmarked towards June 19th. We have the whole schedule for the dates that we're going to have the field already. So I just have to put who's playing where.
I think we're going to have one of the best seasons ever because this influx of talent that we just...
it's going to be a lot of fun.
We somehow find a way to bring every single year, and you guys always question us, where do you find these guys?
Something new.
Listen, we're excited about it. We're very excited about it.
Again, that's really it. We're back to 7 teams this year. In case for you new guys that are watching, there's 7 teams in the league. 5 teams make the playoffs. 6 and 7 go home, or you could just watch.
Right.
5 plays for that 9-inning crazy game.
Always a wild ride.
Right. So the goal is to get to those top 3 spots. Don't forget that.
All right, guys. Looking forward to the next time we speak to you, and we're looking forward to an amazing 2017 summer softball season.
Can't wait. I'm counting down.